A nice, effective...
Who's the best of those out there?
Gentleman from Detroit.
Oh, you from Detroit? Oh my
Gerald
good lord.
McClellan, he seems like a dynamo.
If Mike Tyson said that,
even by the standards of the apex
he don't even look
era
that
of
like
90s
cocky or
boxing,
big either.
Gerald McClellan's punching power defied all comparison.
And right cross.
No chance of south of there. Julian got a winner right here. Down goes Jackson.
With a rare gift for shutting down foes with either hand.
Look at
And a record-breaking first-round blackout rate.
Keep his hands and his elbows inside the band.
He embodied the perfect knockout machine.
this. Julian got a winner right here. Down goes Jackson.
But the
Bro.
middleweight star's career collapsed overnight.
So we have a serious problem in the ring with Gerald McClellan.
Today we'll relive the iconic battles.
What the fuck? Nobody ain't say nothing. Nobody ain't say, Kavon, make sure you watch out. Make sure you know. What happened, big bro? Y'all told me to react to him. We here though, man. Y'all already know what to do, man. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But we discover legends here on this channel. Let me know in the comments, but bro, who y'all want me to react to next? But bro, what the fuck?
In the ring with Gerald McClellan.
Today we'll relive the iconic battles. The beauty
His long credentials
and the drama of sport incarnated in Gerald McClellan.
He's done him in the opening round, and we thought this might happen.
Freeport, Illinois, birthplace of the Lockheed P-38 fighter aircraft designer. And Gerald McClellan, who came into the world in
That shit made me
October
want box.
'67. Nevertheless, young Gerald would punch his way to a better life through boxing. In '87, he won the USA Amateur Championship, and in May '88 defeated Roy Jones Jr. himself. According
Word?
to witnesses, it was the greatest slugfest in amateur boxing history. Still, it was Roy who would go on to the Olympics 3 months later and return with a scandalous silver medal.
Oh yeah, cause he beat dude. He beat dude. He beat dude. He beat dude.
Meanwhile, having moved to Kronk Gym in Detroit, 20-year-old McClellan fell into the golden hands of Emmanuel Stewart, who had
Emmanuel
raised
Stewart.
dozens of champions.
So he was
At that
already
time, the career of his celebrated student, Tommy Hearns, was winding down.
Oh, he fell into the right coach hands. He had Tommy Hearns. Ooh.
So the Smash Factory needed fresh blood.
Night 7,000.
Wise beyond his years, even in his early fights, Gerald displayed a stiff jab.
Knocks people out. I don't think he's here. But certainly a nice pace. Left jabs.
Now forgotten look-away
Definitely
feints.
stiff.
21 years old. I think I said he was 25. And already the 21-year-old is taking it to the older 26-year-old counterpart.
Followed
And that
by
was
a
fire.
chopping
That
right hand.
was fire.
Barely misses, and that's the right that does land it.
The left hook completed his personal take on knockout artistry.
Keep his hands and his elbows inside the band. The big left hook.
In 8 months as a pro,
That
none
left
of his
hook,
first
I'm
10
telling
opponents
y'all.
lasted even 5 minutes.
Stopping this fight. Gordon, another right, and that'll do it.
That body shot hurt him.
But after falling short on the scorecards twice, McClellan no longer dragged out the clock,
He fell short on the scorecards.
committing fully on
Who beat McCullum on the
every
scorecards?
attack.
Get
He
right.
developed an ultra-aggressive style. The desperate high guard got punished instantly by a paralyzing hook.
Them left hooks. They like, it's like you don't see them.
Mowing down the opposition right away,
And knocks it down. I mean, that's fast.
Sleep.
Gerald earned comparison with Tyson,
Quicker knockdown than this.
though Stewart's middleweight bore more resemblance to Hearns.
Quick.
Footwear, Tommy
With
Hearns in him.
77 inches of reach, McClellan
77.
dismantled defenses with multi-level bombardment.
Content and a real
Nice. A quick start here in this first round.
I see that Tommy Hearns in him.
And disguised subsequent
I can see that.
detonations behind jabs.
Very well to set up the right. There's a good example of it. And ironically, of course, he started quick. Huge shot.
His doomed adversaries failed to see the approaching funeral march.
And ironically, of course, he started quick.
So Gerald's piggy bank quickly swelled with stoppage wins.
A nice, effective.
He caught him on the
With
internet.
stoppage wins.
Oh my God.
A nice, effective.
That right
the
cross.
double jab cross, known in the streets as the
That
postman's
right
knock,
cross.
would lull a dozen recipients.
His cross is not.
Fatality.
He's stiff. He fell back stiff. That was nasty.
Would lull a dozen recipients. Carrying the brief nickname G-Man, McClellan made it to title contention in just 3 years. Sammy Brooks provided the final test, but even his vintage mustache
I'm talking about stiff.
couldn't protect him from the jackhammer bodywork.
There's a left behind the right elbow from McClellan. It had something on it. There's another one, and Brooks.
Only the referee hungered for more in the banquet and prolonged the bout past the 2-minute mark.
They're not going to get the rounds. He didn't want any more. You see
Stop the fight. His body hurt.
He's trying to single Bobby Washington. Gerald McClellan.
That boy hitting hard.
In the early 90s, despite the heavyweight popularity boom,
That was a right hand and down.
the 160-pound middleweight division remained the hottest in boxing. After Titan
Yeah,
Marvin
James
Hagler
Toney.
retired and superstars Tommy Hearns and Ray Leonard moved to another weight class.
Oh my, bro, just imagine all these in a prime. Bro, I'm talking about even Terrence Crawford. Put Terrence Crawford in there. Imagine that. I love to see them fights. I pay a lot of money to see them fights.
A scramble for the vacant throne ensued. The title picture featured both deserving veterans like Roberto Duran and Mike McCallum, and blossoming talents like defensive wizard James Toney.
Good hand. Oh, another right from Toney.
Oh, he's down.
And supersonic
Tony
Roy
different.
Jones.
One of those jet pilots.
Woo, shit.
Plus supersonic Roy Jones.
One of those jet pilots.
That boy different.
Plus a number of belt holders in their prime from different sanctioning bodies. Speedy Michael Nunn
Is by nature. Oh, my.
Sleep.
or cannon-fisted Julian Jackson.
Falling ever further behind them. Oh, no!
Among the latter was John Mugabi.
Oh no! I just watched Julian Jackson, man. I just watched. It's nasty. It's nasty.
Nicknamed the Beast for his bludgeoning knockouts. Since claiming Olympic silver in Moscow, the imposing Ugandan native invariably ripped heads off in the pros.
Oh! He's
Scoring
dead.
all 38 wins exclusively by execution.
Save him, ref.
Notably, Mugabi gave away concussions with both hands. In November '91, the Beast was expected to pose a genuine threat to
Hold on, bro. Cause something ain't right.
ripped heads off in the pros. Scoring all 38 wins
He is
exclusively by
dead.
execution.
Save him, ref.
Notably, Mugabi gave away concussions with both hands. In November '91, the Beast was expected to pose a genuine threat to McClellan for the
Bro,
vacant
them little
WBO
hooks.
crown. Obviously, when two cannonballs collide, a point-scoring snooze fest is not in the cards. But few could have predicted a fall in the first minute.
He's 138.
Oh, that right cross.
A right hand from the young man McClellan. And Mugabe's over in the...
The shell-shocked Mugabi got up, continuing to absorb the opponent's trademark offerings.
Mugabe is 31 years old now.
Gerald's right-hand freight train regularly whistled past the chin.
This time the left hand catches Mugabe but at the Albert Hall tonight. And he's gone again. And Mugabe won't survive this.
Eventually closing the show within a round.
The former world...
In the first round? Oh, he might.
Now all too vulnerable to heavy punching.
Making quick work of an elite boxer.
And a wide open target for this big swinging young American.
The 24-year-old champion accepted congratulations from his mentor and immediately became the middleweight boogeyman.
The middleweight boogeyman.
However, the WBO belt carried little weight.
He get him
back
out of there
then. So
early.
in 1992, McClellan went after contender status under the prestigious WBC. Sticking to the winning recipe of body head combos,
Gerald McClellan. Part of the reason of his long credentials in terms of a left-right combination to the head, and then a left underneath.
Gerald knocked all the butterflies out of opponents with his lead hand.
Oh, the body shots underneath the right elbow, and he's just, there he goes again.
before changing the angle and driving in the hammer.
Well, this is not much of a workout. There it is.
None of the next 3 guys survived a full round.
Damn, getting him out of there early. He fast with it though. I ain't gonna lie. He fast. That right cross is dangerous.
G-Man maniacally pierced any guard with his jab.
Another good jab from McClellan.
Sound like gunshots, boy.
Missing with the right.
Wow. Oh
Laying
my
the foundation
God.
for a crushing right hand.
Boy, the more we talk to him, oh, the right hand staggers him. And another one, and down he goes. Fights over, that's it.
Planting shots that would make grandchildren dizzy.
Jab and bingo right
Gotta
on the
make
chin,
grandchildren
and the mouthpiece almost
dizzy.
comes out. His eyes really went in 4 different directions here.
McClellan earned another title shot in no time.
It's a lot of middleweights out there. I would never pick no name because, you know, no grudge match, you know, I got on my mind. But one guy I would like to challenge is always calling me out is James Toney.
James Toney? He ain't fight James Toney.
I hope he give me a chance to fight for the IBF title.
It's worth noting that in 1990, the young guns sparred at the Kronk Gym. At that time, the division's top 5 included Roy Jones and the aforementioned James Toney. But at the very
That's
peak
a hell of a top 5.
soared Julian the Hawk Jackson, the reigning WBC champion.
Ratio of Jackson. And then right in there, Terry Norris is gone.
A meek, God-fearing man outside the ring with a 46-1 record and 43 oblivions inside of it.
I'm talking about disgusting knockouts. I'm talking about.
Didn't just put boxers to sleep. He made spectators freeze in horror.
Right hand.
Oh, there's a right hand. He won't get up.
Julian Jackson probably, him and Duran, bro, and Hagler are some of the hardest punches I ever seen in life. Whew.
And while his lead hook could cure treatment-resistant insomnia,
That left hook. Let me know in the comments what y'all favorite punch and what y'all think is the best punch. That left hook to me sends people into another atmosphere, into
his right
oblivion.
hand left a pile of bodies out cold on the canvas.
And down goes Milton.
Still.
Even pointing to the exact spot where they should land.
Say, okay, good night.
As the author of 1990's KO of the Year,
Ever further behind him. Oh, no!
the Hawk entered the McClellan fight in May of '93, holding a spot in the pound-for-pound rankings. And
this
the
is
top 25
crazy.
heaviest punchers in boxing
Now that
history.
you put it into perspective, bro, and you look at the context, this is
In
insane.
the opening seconds.
At the hook. Certainly not the case of the starts in a hurry. As you can see, there's nice, good.
Started getting his ass right.
There it is, a big right hand. McClellan's waiting with the jab.
Of the fight.
Ooh.
Such blows would suffice
had a
for
chin,
3
too.
ordinary boxers.
Jackson in trouble. Look how much trouble he's in there.
What he's gonna do is use the jab, wait, bang. Over the top, there it was.
Finally, McClellan had met his match.
Stubborn and stacked.
Ooh, yay.
Pull off an upset. Jackson only.
He came out very calm, but here
Oh.
he is. He is attacking Julian Jackson.
And Jackson's.
Jackson's jab fencing looked cleaner in the second.
On the decline in his career, and Gerald McClellan, he's been digging shots, insists he won't hold back.
Slipping the right by a hair.
Jackson told us his right hand shots set him up. He says McClellan
Intercepted Gerald's attacks.
Effective now using a jab. McClellan.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wish I was alive to see this fight. Ooh. Julian Jackson. Oh my God. Whew. This fight
He
looks
says McClellan
like
is
every
Intercepted Gerald's attacks.
hit hurts.
Effective now using
Sound
a
like
jab.
bullets
McClellan's
flying.
gotten to be a little more chest-like right now.
Making him work defensively for once.
Jackson's fighting very well here. But not having any effect on McClellan, who comes back strong, but back comes Jackson.
Vicious man.
McClellan thinks Jackson is looking ahead.
And seeks safety in the clinch.
Some survival here. And Gerald is looking scared. Jackson sending
Looking
McClellan
scared.
back.
Chill out. Ooh.
But G-Man still clipped the jawline late in the round.
The table from the first round, but McClellan also still a dangerous fighter.
And gradually adjusted to the adversary's lunges.
He came out with a good stiff jab. Jackson winging big shots, gaining confidence as the round goes on.
That right missed. And
Ooh,
a
that left hook.
Establishing his lead hand export.
first round. Julian Jackson, he says my tools are better.
That's how
Julian Jackson 46-1.
McClellan survived the chin crash test as well.
Just how good is his chin? And
He got a chin. He got a hell of a chin.
Oh, look out.
and began introducing more chaos into the fight.
Unintentional butt, and Julian is cut. Julian Jackson complaining.
While boldly measuring distance and blocking the vision.
With explosive knockout power. Hard punches by
another big right hand right on the button.
He sent the Black Hawk down.
Jackson slips,
albeit temporarily.
No knockdown.
In the fourth, Gerald delivered his signature combo.
It'll never stop a fight there.
And you know, sometimes blood.
And embraced the effectiveness of parries and feints.
He says, my tools are better. I punch as hard as Jackson does. I'm faster, and I'm
still walking slow, methodical, conserving energy.
Julian Jackson tried to... Ooh.
Having lost the initiative.
Sacrificing around, but he's junior at the 88 Golden Glove semifinals. He was disappointed, though.
Jackson could no longer keep up with the springy challenger.
As he eluded a punch.
Stooping to illegal maneuvers.
Is Gerald McClellan. Fighting low blow.
Big heavy shot
low
down
blow?
south.
Oh! That was low. That was low.
It was a
Bomb! That was low.
And you can see the damage of it. Look at that.
Luckily, the compassionate referee ventilated the contents.
Cup and the protector, which is what it's actually.
And McClellan didn't deny the advancing champion
your legs out from under you.
A chance to enter a power measuring contest.
Upstairs, no chance of south. There.
Julian got a winner right in.
Down goes Jackson.
Julian's heroic rise didn't
This
affect
hurt me.
We'll be over right this minute.
And there's
I ain't gonna lie, it hurt me.
Can McClellan finish him off? He's down again. Now let's watch what happens.
Here you come again.
Right. Grounding the
I ain't gonna. They ain't show all this. When I watched the Julian, when I watched the Hawk doc, they ain't show all the fight. They just show them getting knocked out the ring and then they played it. I ain't know they was fighting like round after round, and then he got knocked out, then got back up. It's crazy. That was a hell of a fight.
The Hawk with a couple of boulders.
Birdie a lead right hand.
He going
Finishing it off
bombs.
with the left hand, and down is Jackson.
No chance of south. There.
Julian got a winner right in.
Down goes Jackson.
25-year-old Gerald celebrated the biggest victory of his career.
That was crazy. G-Man different. G-Man different.
Old school gladiators, they shook hands after the clash. And Emmanuel Stewart embraced the opponent in the interview.
After those two low blows, it looked like you were weakened.
Well, he weakened me with a whole bunch of shots. Julian's real strong. I tip my hat to him.
All right, Julian Jackson, you're experiencing what 43 guys experienced from you. Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was surprised, you know. By experience, I knew I had him, and he just caught me with a good punch.
Well, Julian punched very hard. I got a tremendous headache. I'm going to go back to the room, maybe sleep 2 or 3 days.
Word, too.
God bless you. All right.
The G-Man. 3 months later, Gerald made his first defense against Jay Bell with a decent 17-1 resume and 16 knockouts.
Jay Bell.
A routine showdown unexpectedly turned special.
Off the field and honor students.
Ooh, to the body.
Big left hook to the body, right in the solar
He done?
It appeared to me.
The one-act performance lasted 20 seconds, resulting in the fastest KO in middleweight title fight history.
He's done and won.
And look at this.
Straight to the body.
How do you rank the gentleman?
I've always told people that he has the ability to be the best fighter that I have ever had. So
That's tough. That's high praise. And he had Tommy. I want to know who else he had. Let me know in the comments if y'all know who coach that is. I mean, who else he coached? But Tommy? He's saying that,
best
boy.
punch is his body punch. But it's going to be hard for him to have too many long fights because he's not just a hard puncher, he's an accurate puncher. Yeah. That makes a difference.
Real pushback was supposed to come from the talented Lamar Parks, poetically nicknamed Fire Kid.
And there it is.
Unfortunately, his rendezvous with McClellan was canceled at the last moment when Parks tested positive for HIV. The late replacement, Gilbert Baptist, sat down at the outset.
He wants the early knockout. There, looking to end it in the first minute. There goes Baptist down.
He looked like
regained balance.
Gambino. Get off me, boy.
And that is it.
In '94, a year after their last meeting, they scheduled a rematch with Julian Jackson.
Yeah.
The Hawk had bounced back with 3 wins during that time. However, McClellan killed the intrigue with the very first 1-2.
McClellan's come out with a real good jab, and a big right hand.
And put extra mustard on him.
Down and taking
hook to the liver wrapped things up.
Wrap him up.
Punch.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Gerald fit
I'm gonna keep it
3 world
100.
title defense.
He remind me of Tommy. Like he style look just like Tommy. I'm not gonna lie. And he look like he throwing faster though. I'm gonna be honest. He like he throwing faster though. It's like they coming faster.
A precise hook to the
He
liver.
got the hawk about it there round 1. Ain't nobody lasting around for a minute. Fuck around.
Gerald fit 3 world title defenses into just 200 seconds total. An unthinkable achievement that boxing had never seen before or since. Moreover, in all cases, body shots were the key to success.
That's crazy. Bro, he said, just give me a minute and a half. I don't need a round. Give me a minute and a half. That's insane. Who is this guy? Like,
Down goes Jackson for the second time. Gerald McClellan has retained his title.
Rate you as the number 2 in the world, pound for pound.
who number 1?
Who was number 1?
Mike Tyson. Who?
Meanwhile, as is often the case with famous people, an army of flatterers formed around Gerald, each wanting a piece of the pie. And Gerald fell for it.
What you mean?
He no longer wanted to split purses and got rid of coach Emmanuel Stewart.
Gerald McClellan and I had separated because he had been convinced he could survive without having a manager.
Why did he think that?
It's a phase of my life to Nancy. It fucked me, he left me, but I've did a lot.
On paper, the new trainer was Stan Johnson, whom no one was taking seriously.
I'm a very experienced trainer and probably one of the best in the damn business.
Still got the hat.
Yeah. It's like a trademark. It's like Don King, you know what I'm saying?
Gerald knocked it off.
Come on, man.
Why he get rid of dude? Well, they did just say he got big headed. He got convinced. Like, damn, bruh. Hey, man, why? It happens to the best of them, man.
During training.
Yeah.
Dang.
Broke my teeth during training too, but he paid for it. And some people say he did it on purpose.
There was something else that surfaced only years later.
I just have pit bulls because pit bull's the only dog that remind me of myself, you know, pointing this is a real aggressive dog.
Unfortunately, McClellan loved not only pit bulls, but also dog fighting.
I'm already knowing what was coming.
Banned throughout the civilized world.
That boy said he Vic 2.0.
Trainer Stan Johnson, whose credibility can certainly be questioned, shared many loathsome details about Gerald's methods in preparing his fighting dogs.
Why he snatching?
What's known for certain is McClellan had a favorite dog named Deuce, who was tattooed on the boxer's arm. Once, another dog tore him up. Gerald, covered in blood and sobbing in his Mercedes back seat, stitched up his wounded pet, saying, "I'll never do this shit again. Why'd I ever get involved?"
Damn. What? That's a real story? Gotta, get your goof at. Why are you fighting those anyway? What is you doing, man? You got a box. You got, what is you doing?
Of fisticuffs by late '94, James Toney and Roy Jones had moved up to super middleweight at 168 pounds and determined a winner. Toney.
Oh! Big left hook, and down goes Toney!
Jones! Aiming to defeat Roy again, McClellan followed them. Giving his credentials, Gerald immediately got a crack at the WBC world champion, Nigel Benn.
Nigel Benn! Yeah, I also told him to rap to Nigel Benn. It is coming soon. Trust me. I did Eubank, my boy. You know what I'm saying? The gentleman. But Nigel Benn coming, man.
With an explosive personality.
Oh!
And a lead-heavy punch.
Take a punch or two coming in. He did that for Reggie Miller. And this is exact. And there it is.
Oh, yeah.
And the first one is...
Never shying away from a slugfest. Ben, with the fitting nickname The Dark Destroyer, had scored 32 KOs and 39 victories and was on a run of 6 defenses of his prestigious title.
He said 39 KOs and 39 victories?
On February 25th, 1995, the challenger Gerald traveled across the ocean straight into the champion's lair, London.
He went to London?
The belt in front of a hostile crowd.
He didn't want to win. He didn't want to win the fight. He actually wanted to kill Nigel Benn.
From the get-go, Nigel started habitually crouching down low.
For this one, and he will need to be, because this is some puncher.
which was fatal against G-Man's chopping machetes.
Them things chopping. I'm talking about they chopping. Oh, he's sleeping.
We thought he looks as though he's done him in the opening round, and we thought this might happen.
Setting in motion a punching carousel.
Oh my
just
God.
35 seconds in, McClellan nearly sealed the title takeover. However, Ben woke up from slumber at the end of the count and returned to the battlefield. Clinging to life.
This man is
I can't believe he got up.
This puncher. He's got to throw punches back now, Ben, to hang in there.
With the help from the meddling referee.
Is to claim him, the French referee.
Get out of the way, man!
His legs have completely gone.
The champion withstood a carpet bombing.
Bro, what the hell wrong with the referee? He doesn't. Bro, he didn't
The champion
fall.
withstood a carpet bombing.
Get out of the way.
Technically ducking below the...
A conveniently long count when he was out the right.
And dared to throw back. Gerald suspiciously grabbed his own head after taking a hit.
But this fella's...
And Nigel, ducking down non-stop, made it to the long-awaited bell.
The shot. But McClellan just takes it. Ben has to come back with something. Has to get his body weight forward and try and get some leverage into the punch. He's close.
That's it. He survived the round anyway. Round two.
In the second, he caught his stride.
Very steady. We'll see if he can leverage. That's better.
Slipping to create space for haymakers.
He's a great puncher, but the fella can box. Ben, that's some comeback. It looked all over, didn't it?
Ben didn't spare the back of the head either.
Suddenly McClellan has to think.
Yeah, turned to south.
Completely turning around the seemingly hopeless bout. Deflated Gerald, without his working jab, was whiffing repeatedly.
Well, they said it.
Perfect left hook from Ben.
And swallowed uppercuts.
Defensively sloppy there. Out of trouble. Oh, he did him with that uppercut there.
While Nigel threw a swing party in the ring.
McClellan has not landed a kick. That's exactly what he needs.
Damn.
Some confidence.
Only in the third did G-Man begin answering in the clinch. And recognizably setting up his right hand.
He's actually trying to turn boxer here.
Respect for him before the fight, he's got it now.
That's a good right hand.
But he's still
followed by a good right hand.
Yeah, that's that long.
But he was already having problems with his mouthpiece, which is later discovered was an early symptom of brain trauma.
Word?
So these first round wins of these.
By the midpoint of the London Scorcher, passions were still boiling, with gloved rocks flying from
Brain
both
trauma.
sides.
I hope you all are. I wonder why he's leaving it out of his mouth, the gumshoe like that. I think the referee's entitled to come and put it back. It's obligatory. Oh, there he goes.
Still, the Brit held the advantage.
He's punching power and he's right hand again.
If it's close, don't give it to
Thunderous
Nigel Benn.
swings
That's a
were easily
fact.
finding the
You
head
gotta
of the
knock him
challenger,
out.
unaccustomed to this type of style.
Not far better.
Oh, what a shot.
Yet McClellan transformed in moments.
Just beginning to feel the pace a little bit. He's throwing a lot of shots, Red.
No, they're not getting through.
And uncharacteristically switched stances. To which Ben responded with filth, aided by the blind referee.
McClellan, but didn't come back.
Why even the back of the head, gang?
They might have a superfluous job still. Long way to...
Nothing stopped the champion from hitting the back of the head.
What is up with dude?
Yes,
Or after the bell.
better than I would have liked that one that it would come out. And a couple after the bell as well. He's hurt there.
At some point, the American's mouthpiece fell out.
I'm not surprised.
Bro, this shit is rubbing me wrong. Bro, this man hit him back of the head probably like 20 times. Hit him in the back of the head probably like 20 times, bro. Referee ain't say nothing. This is nasty, disgusting work right here, bro. This is
as he couldn't keep his jaws shut.
Almost losing the gumshoe there as though he's spitting it out.
Overcoming adversity, Gerald remembered his primary weapon and finally focused on the torso.
Out of trouble, it's when he leans back. He's taking severe chances.
His affairs improved in round 7 and onwards.
With that crouch and punch as he comes out of the crouch, but if he stands within punching range, is the fact that Ben's getting home with good shots, but they're not troubling McClellan. And in a 12 round...
I saw him in a spar session once with Tommy Hearns in the front gym.
But Nigel's fiery hooks were still finding home.
Good left hook from Ben.
As did constant blows to the forbidden area.
Hook from Ben.
For the first time in his career, G-Man's face twisted into a painful grimace.
Got to be the breathing problem. Maybe his nose is busted.
McClellan gave the foe a taste of his own medicine once.
Boxers, but they're not bothering with that. They're just throwing bombs at each other.
And in the 8th, with his mouthpiece slipping out, rushed for the finish.
Oh, good right hand again from McClellan.
Oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble in the 8th round here.
Tremendous show, because this is where his legs actually dipped as though it was all over.
In the cauldron of violence,
There he goes again. The wounded lion.
Gerald punched holes in the trunk,
He's got to get out of that corner, Jim.
then forced a knockdown.
Corner, and he won't, but he doesn't mind being in the corner. That was the only.
A battered Nigel regained vertical position, and again escaped being put away. In the 9th, the Dark Destroyer devoured a packet of right hands.
Yeah, but I don't think McClellan can believe.
Oh, tremendous.
That was a nasty right.
And retaliated with legal single shots.
Ben needs. Just a bit too long.
Plus dirty ones to the back of the head.
Nasty work, bro.
Launching into a headbutt just to mix things up.
Just puffed under both eyes. Oh, yeah. He's complaining there.
Not happy, not happy.
The champion put Gerald in an anomalous position.
What
the
the
referee
fuck?
from France, which explains a lot, issued just one verbal warning to the nasty shenanigans.
Oh, what's up with that? I hate, bro. This shit nasty, bro.
Heads are just expected in boxing. You take
Though it had no effect
Goofy
on the
shit.
course of the bout.
Managed to tuck the gum shield back in there, too.
In the 10th, McClellan was ahead on the scorecards, but his facial tic got significantly worse.
By Nigel Benn.
Yet somehow he stayed light on his feet.
I doubt I'd never noticed
showing
it.
a little feint, pushing McClellan back. Has a good
He got hit in the back of the head 45 times. The fuck?
Ben responded with his already signature sequence. Hook to the face, and a grimy rabbit punch. Gerald got up.
Gerald McClellan didn't see it now. He's got to get up.
Nothing stopped the champion from repeating the fatal combo.
signs for Nigel Benn.
This is all heart is one in this fight.
He's punching McClellan
do
down
it.
there. He's quit, Reg, he's quit.
He's done him. He's quit.
While Ben was celebrating on the ropes,
Fantastic performance.
McClellan was suffering facial spasms.
What a result for Nigel Benn.
That night, the referee should have been thrown into a prison cell with Tyson.
He should have been
for
beat to
re-education
death.
purposes.
See, niggas like that didn't be slapped, bro. I hate fucking stupid idiots. Just cause that's your person, not just okay. You here for him. He on your side. You don't gotta. Come on, what the fuck is y'all doing out there, bro? Like, what? Really? What is you doing? Goofy, dumb shit. Like that. You want to win that bad? I fucking hate people, bro.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I hate goof ass motherfuckers, man.
But see, once again, not a devastating knockdown.
G-Man made it to his corner on his own, where he finally collapsed.
And I squirted water on the top of his head, and he looked up at me and said, "Man, that water you squirted on my head feel like that shit running inside of my head."
So we have a serious problem in the ring with Gerald McClellan.
The fight with Nigel Benn, I understand that it was totally chaos.
Gerald regained consciousness for a couple of minutes when being taken into intensive care. While Nigel Benn didn't make it to the dressing room. Nigel ultimately got away with bruises.
How do you feel about McClellan? I feel very sorry, but rather him than me.
27-year-old
You's a
Gerald, on the
goofball
other
ass
hand,
nigga. I don't fuck with you. I don't care.
irreparable damage.
You's a
Brain is
bitch.
quite swollen.
Emergency surgery
I'm sorry.
that required
I'm sorry. I ain't
opening-
mean it. I'm sorry. I don't know Nigel Benn. I'm sorry. I don't know Nigel Benn. I'm just saying, like, back of the heads, bro. Come on, bro. You kept doing it over and over again, bro. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck is you doing, bro? Box. Like, and then your fucking referees just goofy shit.
Nigel ultimately got away with bruises.
How do you feel about McClellan?
It's just goofy, man.
Rather him than me.
27-year-old Gerald, on the other hand, sustained irreparable damage.
27?
Brain is quite swollen.
Emergency surgery
He was
that required
27?
opening up the skull to remove a hematoma saved his life, but left him permanently
He was
disabled.
27.
Gerald spent several days in a coma, went completely blind, partially lost his hearing and the ability to think clearly.
What color you want?
What color popsicle you want?
He requires round-the-clock care.
Great. I'm right behind you, girl.
For the last 30 years, one of the fiercest knockout artists in history has been under the full guardianship of his sisters, especially Lisa. She's been managing her brother's treatment and helping him with daily tasks. She never blames boxing, though. Millions practice the sport, and accidents can happen in any profession.
Fuck out.
Boxing gave Gerald the opportunity to live a life that he wouldn't have if it weren't for boxing. But at the same time, it took the life that he had before boxing.
In 2007, Nigel Benn organized a gala to raise money for his former opponent. 12 years after that fateful night, the fighters met again.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Nigel Gregory Benn.
Yes. Yes.
12 years have all just come up.
Do you think Nigel not feel sorry, but just wish that wouldn't happen?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now I understand. It's not just me and Joe, it's the whole family that's been affected.
Ben raised £200,000 for Gerald.
We've laid to rest a lot of things. There was a lot of resentment, a lot of animosities.
In 2021, Lisa Jordan McClellan launched a foundation to help boxers with brain trauma and invited leading specialists in the field.
One of your favorite guys, Gerald McClellan, his sister, Lisa McClellan, she contacted me and we found he was hormonally deficient. So what we ended up doing is putting him on to the hormone replacement. He's 20% better in 4 months.
Now the 57-year-old boxer is even able to play with his grandchildren.
Detroit, Gerald McClellan.
Gerald McClellan was irresistible in the ring.
Ironically, of course, he started quick.
A nice, effective.
With 29 professional knockouts, 28 inside 3 rounds.
Part of the reason is his long credentials.
Off the field, an honor student. And look at this.
G-Man had everything to become the greatest puncher in history.
Keep his hands and his elbows inside the banner.
No chance of South there.
But moral vices outside the ropes perhaps made fortune turn away from him. All his entourage dissolved. Thankfully, a true close person remained.
I want to ask you a personal question. Nigel Benn, you knocked him out the ring in the first round.
In the ring?
Yeah. You went down on one knee because of the headbutt.
And that's on purpose?
He kept using rabbit punches, and the ref never stopped it.
Yeah.
Like this?
You hit me like this?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
He always wants to know if he lost the fight that night. I tell him no.
All eyes on me, ain't life for thug nigga till the day I die.